Flying in and out of LAX could be rough this Labor Day weekend. More than 2,000 airline service workers walked off the job today after labor negotiations broke down with their employers. KCAL 9's Serene Branson is live at LAX with the protest for us. Serene?
Well, if you're headed to LAX this holiday weekend, you certainly will not be able to miss the parade of purple T-shirts and picket signs. They stand in front of almost every terminal here at LAX. Union members tell us approximately 2,500 airline service employees will strike. Hundreds walked off the job this afternoon. They're airline service workers representing curb-to-cabin jobs, wheelchair attendants, janitors, porters, and baggage handlers. They've been negotiating with the top airlines and service contractors here at LAX.
We want to have better benefits, of course, and we want to give the passengers better service, more equipment, better training.
Are the passengers going to suffer here?
I would think they are suffering today. If we're not out there, then who's checking these aircrafts? Who's cleaning these aircrafts?
Now back out here live, we're told some of the airlines have called in relief workers. We have put in calls to some of the top airlines, United, American, and Southwest, and have not received calls back yet. But an airport spokesperson told me they have not seen any delays here at the airport yet. They have not seen any delays in travel or any lines that have been longer than normal. However, union members tell us they plan to be here until 1 a.m. and back here at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. So there may be some problems this holiday weekend. It's already expected to be a busy one, and this strike may have some effect here. For now, that's the latest from LAX. I'm Serene Branson, KCAL 9 News.
Baggage handlers, cleaning crews, and other workers who provide curb-to-cabin service for several major airlines have gone on strike at LAX. Ed Lascos is live where there's talk about the strike spreading to other airports. Ed.
Now, you're right about that, Carlos. Maybe up to Oakland, maybe up to San Francisco. Hard to imagine, though, huh? Picket lines here at LAX. You know, they've been talking for months, and up until a couple of hours ago, they were still talking, and then those talks broke off, and there's the result. Hundreds now hitting the lines. Strike at LAX.
We're tired of waiting. They're just giving, like, excuses. And so what we want is to give the passengers a very quality job.
They do curb-to-cabin service for what they're telling us is really low pay. She pushes a wheelchair for $10 an hour.
They don't even know how to take their own shoes off, and we got to do everything for them. So it's pretty hard, and they're not appreciating what we do.
They're not that nice?
No, they're not nice at all.
If you think that's bad, check this. She cleans the planes in that short time after they land and before the next flight.
When they come here, they come a lot of newspapers, everything, very dirty. When they clean the packets, they pinch with a needle.
What kind of needle?
Like some diabetes.
Striking workers who do a lot more than you might imagine, even when it comes to keeping you safe.
We have people who scan the planes for dangerous items like bombs, but they're not even given the training or equipment they need to know what to look for.
So you know they do not work for the airport or any airline. They're employed by subcontractors, but their jobs have them serving Southwest, American, United, and this thing could grow even bigger. The beat of this strike goes on now live. At least 1,500 walking the lines. They're saying tomorrow maybe another 1,000 of these unionized workers may walk out as well. And all of this comes just before the busy Labor Day weekend here. They're expecting more than 750,000 travelers at LAX. The airport saying if you want to avoid any delays with all of this through the weekend, get here early, at least 2 hours before your flight. For now, we're live, Los Angeles International. Ed Lascos, Fox 11 News.
Airline service workers at LA International Airport went on strike today. 3 airlines are affected. However, the big concern is that the strike will spread to other carriers. Eyewitness News reporter Leslie Sykes joins us live from LAX with more on the reasons behind this strike. Leslie.
Well, David, we are talking about 2,500 service employees here at LAX. You can see some of them behind me. The 3 airlines affected, United, American, Southwest, and these workers are not employed by LAX. They're employed by subcontractors. They walked off the job at 1:30 today because they say they want higher wages and affordable health care. These are are the airline service workers who do the jobs from the curb to the cabin. Wheelchair attendants, skycaps, janitors, and the like. They made their voices heard this afternoon at LAX. They're accusing the companies they work for of civil rights abuses.
Our main concern is quality. We assist our passengers for LAX that are disabled. We're not properly trained. If there's an emergency, we don't know what to do. We need proper benefits for our family. We only have it for ourselves. We need to be able to afford to pay for our rent and living expenses as well as everything else.
Contract negotiations between the Service Employees International Union and 9 contractors that serve major airlines at LAX have broken down. Workers say they want higher wages, more affordable health care, and better training.
We have some workers that help disabled people and feel frustrated because they have no training on how to deal with different physical challenges, and also people that check the planes for dangerous items. So proper training, the proper equipment to do their jobs, as well as quality jobs that pay a decent wage.
They don't want to give us nothing, the companies and the airlines. We have to pay rent. Everything is going up and our salaries is still the same.
Despite months of negotiations and the presence of a federal mediator at this week's talks, the two sides were unable to come up with an agreement. Passengers are already starting to feel the pinch.
Yeah, I take them seriously. They obviously feel very passionately about it. Yeah, good for them. Do you think it'll make any difference?
If the union decides to widen the strike, it could affect not only LAX, but also Oakland, San Jose, and San Francisco. We tried to contact some of the subcontracting companies that employ these workers. There are several of them. We got no comment from any of the companies today. Reporting live at LAX, Leslie Sykes, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Leslie, thank you.
Y bueno, cambiando de tema, precisamente justo antes del fin de semana feriado, miles de trabajadores de limpieza y de equipaje del aeropuerto de Los Ángeles han decidido irse a la huelga.
Así es, Raúl, y son empleados de 3 aerolíneas, pero que pertenecen al mismo sindicato, algo que podría afectar a aeropuertos de toda California. Julio César Ortiz está con ellos. Adelante, Julio César.
Teresa, Raúl, muy buenas tardes. Hace una semana el 95% de los trabajadores del sindicato 1877, cuyos son 2.500 miembros, advirtieron que se iban a ir a una huelga y la aprobaron. Y estos momentos son cerca de 1.500 trabajadores del aeropuerto que se encuentran protestando por sus condiciones salariales y de empleo en todas las terminales de este aeropuerto. Esta tarde 3 aerolíneas son las más afectadas. Estas son United, American Airlines y la aerolínea Southwest, que enfrentan un paro laboral de los empleados que se encargan del equipaje, de limpieza de los aviones, también de proveer servicios de silla de ruedas, entre otros servicios. Esto sucede un día después de que el fin de semana feriado se anticipa que lleguen más de 800,000 personas viajando por el aeropuerto. Esto por este paro laboral que se decidió después de que esta mañana las negociaciones entre el sindicato y los subcontratistas de las aerolíneas rompieran negociaciones. Y es que dicen ellos, como Paola, que es demasiado y que las condiciones ya son intolerables.
Yo me llamo Paula López y trabajo para APS y no tengo un sueldo justo y es lo que estamos peleando aquí en la huelga.
¿Hasta cuándo van a estar aquí?
No sabemos hasta cuándo, hasta que nos hagan caso y los hagamos entender.
¿Cuál es su queja más fuerte que tienen?
Que no tenemos entrenamiento para tratar a los pasajeros incapacitados y por eso han pasado muchos accidentes aquí en el aeropuerto.
Gracias. Por otra parte, trabajadores como José han ganado por muchos años lo mismo, muy poco dinero, que hasta a veces latas de aluminio han tenido que vender.
Tenemos que recoger latas de aluminio para poder pagar nuestros biles, para poder pagar la gasolina, que no alcanzamos. Mucha gente tiene 2 trabajos y aparte de eso tienen que recoger latas de aluminio para poder subsistir.
Muchas gracias, José. Ellos van a estar aquí, Raúl y Teresa, hasta que cierre sus puertas al aeropuerto. La mayoría de los vuelos dejen de funcionar. Por otra parte, las aerolíneas afectadas, que son Southwest, United y American, no han respondido a nuestras llamadas telefónicas, pero dicen que están preparados para este fin de semana. Mencionamos que había solamente 1.500 ahorita. Se pueden ir a 2.500 este fin de semana cuando más se congestione este aeropuerto. Regresamos con ustedes al estudio.
Momentos críticos. Gracias, Julio César. Muy buenas tardes.
Several hundred workers went on strike at LAX today. It's a move that could disrupt the busy holiday weekend for travelers. The workers serve as baggage handlers, security personnel, and janitors for United, American, and Southwest Airlines. It's feared the walkout could spread to other carriers. Months of contract talks have failed to produce a new deal. More than 800,000 passengers are expected to use LAX over the Labor Day weekend.